with us not only this evening, but all our lives, to help us to choose to do what's right for this county. Father, let this county come together where we can love each other rather than hate, try to tear each other down, to set aside our feelings for what's right for the benefit of all of this county. Father, we love you and we thank you for your son Jesus. For it's in his name we pray. Amen.
First time you see guys accepting minutes of the last court meeting.
Motion.
Second. All in favor?
Yes.
Next thing you see, set the bag limit on the garbage. Lynette, I think you and Mike met with, and
Yes, I guess it was probably a week or 10 days ago. We met with all of the district holders and the commercial person. And I believe from the meeting, we determined, or if there was a consensus from the people in the group, that it was a 5-bag limit would be appropriate for the households.
That's per
And that
week.
was based upon the consensus of the haulers. They talked about different numbers, and they, went back and forth, but they decided together, and correct me if I'm wrong, gentlemen, that, 5 would be an appropriate number of bags. And they were talking about the 33-gallon bag, like the big black bags. That would be.
so when these, they haulers, when they bid on that, was
Excuse me?
they a bag limit set within the bid?
No, not when they did the bid. It's still based on a per month pickup. But they were concerned that they would have 10 or 12 bags from people, and that would be a lot of time. And frankly, it would also be a lot of weight and wear and tear on their bodies and just getting back and forth. So they discussed the bag limit.
So 5 bags per week, small bags.
No, the 33 gallons.
533 gallon
per
bags.
week.
And
Set
then,
the consensus of everybody, we have all the haulers here.
and then what about 8 13-gallon bags, the small white ones? Because
We had 7. We said 7.
7?
Yeah, I've been out registering people, and that's what it says on my paper.
How many haulers here now? Is everybody here? You agree to it, Mr. Van Hunter? You agree to it?
Yes, sir.
Everybody agrees to it, is that correct for the record?
So 7 13-gallon bags, that's the white, the small ones.
And 5 black.
5 33-gallon bags.
Right, that's why they need to use the 33 gallon, just put them down in the big bags. If they want to use the kitchen bags, because they just they're not durable.
Okay.
But everybody's consensus, everybody agrees to that, is that not correct?
So 5 33-gallon bags and 7 13-gallon bags. I understand the bags aren't real durable, but
Yeah.
it just depends on what
I guess we need a motion.
Okay, is that the only thing we want to discuss as far as
On that,
on the bag limit?
the other ones for,
Then the other one is for commercial haul.
Okay, what about churches? I have questions about churches. Is that going to be on the residential side?
yes. I think that's what they agreed on.
And then the thing about the churches is they generate garbage at different, times. Maybe they have memorial services or whatever. So I think somebody said that 20 bags a month.
All right,
You all need to talk a little bit louder, okay?
Talking about the churches,
Yes, thank you, speak up.
about having a bag limit for the churches, because some of them, like for example, you might have homecoming or something, you might have 15 bags,
Right.
and they're concerned about not getting all those bags picked up on the hauling day. You see what I'm saying? Because but now they won't generate that much garbage all the time. It'd just be like special events or whatever.
Right.
But I had a lot of questions about
That
that.
was addressed at the meeting also, that the district haulers had.
Yeah, like if they had a funeral there or something, I think we all agreed to pick it up at churches.
No, not everybody, a couple of them spoke up, but everybody didn't say that.
I just want to make sure we're all on the same page as far as churches are concerned, because I've had a lot of people asking about that. So are you all in agreement with, like 20 bags a month?
Is that not the same as 5?
Well, I'm just saying what they were saying as far as having special events and
Well,
stuff.
some of them said they might not have 2 bags a week. okay?
Right.
Some would say they might have 10 or more, you know, a week. Then average it out to where over 20, then it would be more.
So we're saying, like on Wednesday night, they have a regular service, they might just have a bag of garbage.
Well, I told the ones on my route, you know, I picked theirs up. I mean,
We take two on District 22 on Church Street.
you know, especially if they had a funeral or something like that, because, you know, they ain't gonna have, you know, I'd have to see the family worry about the garbage.
Right, I just want to make sure everybody's on the same page. as
What's
far
the
as
other?
what
We have
wanna
two
do.
haulers, you've heard what they said, what's the other?
No, we can't have questions later on, we need to try to get it all
Work it out.
settled today, and that way we can all move forward with the same.
Guys, I'm not against church at all, but we all understand this is a business, right? Okay, we all pay electric bills, water bills, and that's, you know, that's not free either. So,
So you don't mind picking up 20 bags?
I'll pick up for the.
For the 15
wreck, yeah.
Well, now, I'll tell you what, boys, when I go to Turkey, we put a lot of garbage out that church over there, and they made, you got one sitting over here still goes, but, you pick up 20 bags over there, you're picking up a truckload of garbage. Cause they use 55-gallon bags. I mean, you know, it doesn't matter to me. I don't know why that you guys are dealing with this when it should be up to the haulers. They got the franchise where they won't do it for nothing.
Well, I kind of feel that way too, but we just want to make sure everybody's on the same page as far as what.
You got some,
Hey, look, they got the
gonna
franchise
charge.
in their
I
district.
guess we're trying to find out what the ones that's gonna charge, how many bags are they gonna do?
Let everybody do his own thing, if I want to charge the 15, or let them go free. They can all do his own thing, his own district.
Everybody agree with that?
Is that your all's agreement?
Fine, it's gonna make me look bad, so whatever.
No, they should not charge you 15, but, and if that you don't wanna charge, that's up to you. So that's, everybody's in agreement with that, either charge you 15 or nothing, is that correct?
So you're gonna put the bag, I kind of feel like
I'm just
that's
saying-
between them.
Okay, that's
That's what
fine.
we're saying.
I just want to make
We
sure
wanna
that
make sure
everybody
they
is
agree.
under the same.
So you
Guidelines.
want to make a motion that the bag, I think we had that motion.
Yes.
Well, also, I have a question about trailer parks. I think some of these guys have questions about trailer parks too. We just want to treat that as regular residential units. Each trailer and a trailer court is
Thought that was
one residential unit.
commercial.
No.
When the ordinance first came out, I got a copy and read it, and a lot of people talked to me, and I said, well, we're getting a better deal than some of the other counties, because the other counties are paying $12.75 for like 5 bags, and I was thinking there wasn't gonna be a limit. So now this goes a whole different, you know what I'm saying? So that's really the ordinance that called for a limit.
That trailer court would be considered as a business, so wouldn't it?
Well, I mean, not necessarily. If you've got residents that live there,
It's residents.
that's generating household garbage.
Right. Yeah, but that owner of that trailer park, but he don't pay the garbage bill.
But
They just pay in
the
rent.
individual residents would be responsible for paying their garbage because it's usually their own trailer.
I just want to know if you guys are treating it as residential.
Yeah,
Treat-
resident.
Okay, treating it as residential. Okay.
I talked to Bobby Mullins of Pikeville, he's over their garden, and he said that if you did not make it to where the landowner was responsible to take it out of their rent each month, that we were in for a hurting, because you have people that gets behind and they'll just move out and find another place. Then who's responsible? Does it go back to the landowner to have to pay up, or you ain't gonna run down whoever was living there?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think it goes back to the person who's generating the garbage.
That's what,
Okay.
But I can understand what you're saying.
Then DMC and Riverside needs to be residential.
Well, Dempsey and Riverside's a little bit different. You
yeah,
know,
they are residential.
People still live there. It's residential.
I mean, commercial. Yeah, they are commercial.
It's residential.
Because they have been on Apple Valley's list for how many years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I thought the ones we agreed to, ones already was commercial, state commercial.
Everybody all through one, but some works through that.
I'm talking
So it needs to be
Riverside, they
residential.
are.
Need to be residential, it's all their residential.
It was not. It's
So,
Dempsey and Riverside.
Are we in agreement though on the trailer parks, we treat it as residential units?
Residential.
Okay.
Yeah, but who's gonna be responsible in the long run if somebody else moves and leaves a garbage can?
Those residents are going to be
Okay, Victor, the
responsible for the
apartments where
garbage.
I work, who's responsible for them? Is that?
You know, I know what you're saying as far as Pike County, but now the county does Pike County's. a little bit different than what we're doing.
If you're saying a trailer court, I own a trailer court and I get money from that trailer court for my renter. The apartments over here that Lisa has, is that residential or is that commercial?
That's
You got individual apartments up there.
That'd be residential.
That'd be residential.
Yes,
That's
residential.
residential.
They signed up for the wrong garbage.
That's public housing.
They signed up for the wrong garbage.
Still residential, no matter what the house is.
Yeah, but it's owned by a
It's
corporation.
owned by a company.
So DMC in Riverside is residential, am I
No, that's
right?
commercial.
Commercial,
What?
commercial.
They're owned by a company, but by a corporation, so.
That's
They're owned
commercial.
by a corporation, a company.
Well, I don't see that. People live there.
Yeah.
It is, and they've been
Okay,
doing
then they
it.
should be
They've had the
responsible.
same system for
Then
years
it
and
should be
years.
residential.
It was not residential, we agree. If you
Well,
It's not a trailer park, that's residential.
Well, it needs to be. That's the reason why we're having this meeting. It
Right.
needs to be residential.
That's not what the ordinance
No.
says,
It's
though.
residential.
We need to address first what was going, you had a
Okay.
motion on the.
Residential.
Let's try
I'll
that
make a
first.
motion, 5 bag, 33 gallons, 13 gallon.
Motion, got a second.
And that's what you all agree to, correct?
All in favor?
Yes.
Okay, I think we have to change the ordinance for the non-household items.
You have
That
to
people
amend
be
it.
allowed to take the couches and refrigerator down to the transfer stations.
What kind of charge are you?
I agree. But that'll be up
Whatever
to,
his per ton charge is.
65 a ton?
I'll make that motion.
We will amend it.
I think Mike figured it up to be like $3 and a half for a couch or something.
Well, we were just talking about
Ballpark.
the rate, and I said, you know, if you took 150 pounds of caps down there, then it was like 385 or 485.
All right, got a motion to amend it, second.
We will prepare that and have it ready for the next meeting.
Also, some of these guys have questions about, the 5% franchise fee. Are they gonna be able to pay that like on a 3-month, quarterly basis?
Should be a monthly basis.
I
Why are
thought
we
it said a month
charging?
they had to notify.
Does it say
the-
monthly basis or is it a 3-month, quarterly basis?
I think it said
Maybe we want
monthly.
to.
Monthly.
Why are you charging that?
Well, that's a customary thing. Franchise fee is customary.
Who does that
It goes to the county.
Goes to the county.
That'll be used for illegal dumps, cleaning up illegal dumps. We'd also use
go
it
to? Are you
to
gonna
pay,
stipulate what it's going for?
I'm telling you what it's used for. It's gonna be used for illegal dumps. It's also gonna be used, we'd possibly use it to pay nuisance ordinance officer or someone at the sheriff's office that could go out and make sure
Does the
that
surrounding counties do that?
everybody does that. Yeah,
Are you
that's a
sure
normal thing.
for the surrounding counties?
Franchises.
Yes,
Any county has a franchise, they get some of them charge how much?
more than 5%.
Does Lawrence County charge?
They don't have franchise, they have haulers.
Is that in the
What do we
contract?
have?
We have franchise. Nobody else can go. They can go anywhere down there. Here we've got people that has a franchise for that area. Somebody else can't come to their area and get
It
there.
protects the hauler.
It protects
No
your
one
hauler.
can come in here and take their business. I mean, they gotta make money.
Well, they're not making money, you are taking their money. Right? Am I
5%
right? And we
franchise fee.
still need
I'm just
Riverside
asking about,
and DMC
asking about
residential.
is it monthly?
Well, that's considered commercial. So what they'll have to change.
Hell,
So they can choose to pay it 3 months or every month? Okay.
What do you want? We need to know what the state tells us on that area.
is that
That's what I'm
5%
saying.
going in general fund?
Goodbye. Victor just told you what his motion was, what the 5% was going to, didn't he? That's his motion if he gets a second.
What's that now?
Victor made the motion that 5% be set aside for clean up of illegal dumps and to hire an officer with the sheriff's office to pay them to go out and issue these citations and everything.
Or if it even be a
You're gonna have all
partial
kinds of-
payment. You're gonna have people that's gonna have to go out. These guys here are gonna have help collecting their bills, which they don't pay. We got somebody go out there and police this.
Court will make them pay, so don't take that money and make
The
them.
police, somebody have to write the tickets for these people. If somebody don't pay him, we got somebody go out there and say,
You're in
you gotta
violation
pay,
of
you're in
the ordinance.
violation. We just can't say we're not doing anything for you.
Because Lawrence County they come after them if they don't pay, and they don't get that
They come after them
5%,
if
that
they-
5% needs to be put somewhere.
The 5% needs to be kept separate, and the residents needs to know where it
He just
goes
made a
to.
motion right here.
Monthly
He made
report.
the motion.
That's what I just said. He just
Okay, is
made,
it gonna go in the fund by itself?
no.
Well, they
We're
need
gonna fund
to.
it, it's gonna be used for that purpose.
It needs to go in fund by itself, so you all can read off.
It's
where
going to
every
go
dollar
in,
is.
it's going to go in one of the funds into a line item of its own. We can't keep going over there and creating bank accounts, we got too many of them now.
Well, I'll keep it for you.
Well, we'll take care of that. I got a motion, a second.
On Victor's motion that the 5% be collected monthly
Or quarterly, however they wanna pay it.
monthly or quarter, that money be used for the purposes Victor stated on the.
Motion second. All in favor?
Or do we just pay the 5% on the money we collect, or do we have to pay for our total thing?
Yeah, it's all what you play.
So much, my boy.
What's the matter with you?
I don't like to tell them how to spend the money.
You'll tell them. There they are.
Stand up and tell us, there, Carol.
I just said I don't like them telling us everywhere the money goes, and I don't want to use it for anything else, but something else to do with the garbage, make them up that we need to spend that money for.
Well, what I'm
We
saying
can
is
use it for garbage.
we need to know.
Garbage related.
Yes.
I mean, I don't care whoever, you know.
It's just the motion, it's just collected monthly and quarterly.
And the vote was made, by 3-1? 3-2.
No.
That's okay, Jim.
Okay. Where is our garbage going to that these guys are hauling?
It can be taken either down here to the transfer station, the Hinkle Blacktop, I guess is interested in leasing the transfer station.
Yeah.
Or, and when they bid it, they had to pick a place, and I guess where you all picking? Boyd County or where?
I'm gonna keep it here.
They haul it to Boyd County or they haul
They
it
can,
to the
they
transfer
can
station?
haul it at Mr. Hinkle gets the transfer station, they can haul it to him or somewhere else.
Okay. You're charging us $14, well, I live in Camp Branch, and you're charging us $14 a month.
We're not charging.
No, you're not,
Got a
okay.
franchise.
Tell me something. Why are we having to pay that? Why, and when we're taking it down there to that transfer station, why can't we keep doing it? You guys say you want out of the garbage. No.
$700,000.
Candace, the money would be there if you guys hadn't wasted it.
What are you talking about, man? Coach Edwards used to pay that in occupational. We
Uh,
don't have that. Was you at the hearing when the lady told the court that we lost almost $1
I
million?
watched every one of them probably.
Was that
I
was
watched every
almost
one
$1
of them.
million?
Yeah, this is the first
I
time
have to
I've
pay for it. My
ever
mom was 82 years old, has to pay for it.
Well,
Some things we have to pay for.
we're taking our garbage down there anyway. And you're hiring these guys, no, you're hiring these guys to come in here and haul our garbage? That's
Yes, they're picking it
ridiculous.
up.
No,
They've done it, man. We've done.
I know, and it's not right. You're ripping the people off.
How are you ripping it off when somebody's coming and taking hauling your
I
garbage
don't want
out?
somebody taking my garbage off. I want to have that choice.
The majority of the court all did want that. I'm not trying to.
Yeah, you guys.
It wasn't me. I didn't have a vote. If I had a vote, I'd vote for it. I don't care to tell you that.
Well, you guys want that. You guys want that money. You're taking 5% franchise fee from these guys
We don't
here.
get no money, man. We don't get no money for that.
You just said you're getting 5%
No, you
franchise
said
fee.
the court was doing that.
And you are part of
Like Victor said,
it.
to clean up.
And you are part of it.
Yeah, I'm their advisor. I didn't get a vote. If I voted up, I'd vote for it. I don't care who it is. It's fair. If it wasn't fair, I'd tell you it wasn't fair.
Well, it's not fair.
Well, we had to do it.
There's
We
people
don't have the money.
in this county that is barely living. There's people in this county that have a choice between paying their bills and buying food and buying medicine. And you're sitting here charging more on these people. We've got this 911 fee, we have got this fire fee, and why? Because you guys have not done your money the right way.
It's because if you remember, we had co-severances went down the.
I know we did.
We had occupational
I
money
know.
that paid for all these services
I know.
for years. For
But there's still
35 years,
co-severance coming
Martin
in.
County's never had to pay, anybody here ever had to pay a garbage fee in 30 years?
Okay, no.
Okay, has anybody ever had to do that? Has anybody's taxes ever risen in 30 years? That's why, man, that's why we're in the condition we're in.
No.
You disagree, and I respect your opinion.
Why did y'all build this big new courthouse out here? It was supposed to be with grant money, right?
No, man.
No. I read in the paper and I watched your meetings. This courthouse was built with grant money. Come down to find out the facts about it. You all owe how much, I don't remember.
Listen, the money
And let me
was
tell you,
built to-
no. You guys have got to make up so much of a payment in so many months. And if that payment is not made, Callahan has the right to do whatever he wants to collect that money.
Yes, he doesn't have the right to do whatever.
Oh, yes, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Well, somebody's putting out false information.
Yes, a lot of people's putting out false information. That money, this courthouse was built through a grant, not a grant, but money, we call it bonded through CAECO.
You
We
borrowed.
have to pay $400,000
And it was
a year.
supposed to be grant money
And
that was
money
sent in here to do what, something that needed to be done. They had to build a courthouse.
No, they had to.
We have got 3 courthouses here.
Man, I agree, you're arguing with somebody that agrees with you, but guess what?
Well, why don't you do something about it? You're the county attorney.
I'm advising the counties. They did it right. They paid the money. They went through CAECO. They
And why?
financed it.
And why?
Co-severance is paying it. If co-severance don't pay it, we had to come up with it.
Absolutely. And that's the reason it comes down to
That's
the
not-
nitty
nobody's
gritty
not doing
that you are raising the taxes on people. You're killing the people in this county.
The taxes not raising it.
Uh,
That's a fee, that's not a tax.
Yeah, it's a fee, same thing.
We try to.
Okay, those fees as well, the 911 fee does not go into the general account. We cannot use it for anything except 911. The
Okay.
fire fee,
Okay.
the fire fee is collected by the sheriff and will be given to the fire departments directly. We don't even see a penny of
And
that money.
people's houses
So that
burns
money will
down,
be used
and
for
the
those
fire-
purposes
Where's the
only.
fire department when people's houses burns down?
We're right there.
We're right there, after the fact.
You gotta remember, they're volunteers.
Yeah.
We don't, also, the fire department keeps your insurance cut in half.
Where's your money going to your home if you didn't have a fire department?
Where's the money going to, that fire fee that we're paying?
Gas,
For the.
equipment.
Insurance for the trucks,
The
equipment,
county don't get that.
pays our electric bill for our building.
There's a little guy over to Warfield that wrecked the fire truck over there. He didn't have sense enough to not go across a bridge that was dangerous. Tore the fire truck all to pieces.
That's why he's no longer on the fire department.
Was he?
You're preaching to the choir. I agree, you should have been in.
Yes.
I agree with you. I don't know what you're arguing about. I agree with you.
No, I'm working because I
Well, guess
really,
what?
I'm very irritated over this garbage fee and these fees that you have put on the people. I am very irritated about it. I keep my mouth shut and I don't say anything about anything. But let me tell you something. Okay, I want to ask you something else. Why are we having to pay the garbage fee in advance? I talked to somebody this evening.
Well, I'm one of the.
I talked to somebody.
It's due by the 10th of April.
Uh-huh,
That's it.
uh-huh.
We start April 4th.
And April something other, I forget. Anyway, before you guys even come to get the garbage, or maybe the day you come and get it, we're supposed to have that paid. No, you know,
The
you pay,
10th of each month.
you pay your bills,
The court said it, right here, you're in the he said it.
and what?
Let's take this off, especially.
Well, you guys do need a job, but you know what, we need to live in. Y'all don't want to hear me.
Then we have a vote, we have.
Oh, wait, Hey, I'm still talking, excuse me. And what about all this money you guys have brought in here, and you get so many thousands of dollars for the dog shelter right there? I know this is a dead horse, because I watch your meetings.
Where do we get money for
Get
the
the
dog?
money, man, who's telling you
It
that?
is allotted,
Well, where's it at? Tell us where's it at?
there's supposed to be money allotted for the dog
Where?
shelter.
No, no. Before I can let, hey, listen to me. listen to me. Before I can let you talk on hearsay or what you see on social media, I'm not gonna let you talk on it.
Really?
Because you're gonna bring back, if you're gonna accuse this court of something, or you're gonna bring us documentation where it is. That's in the story.
It's in the meetings.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know you guys don't want to hear stuff.
Did they want to,
Hey,
does
it's my
Mr.
right to
Hinkle,
talk
the
about it.
Hinkle
It's in the
not want to lease?
Constitution.
Do what now?
Does he want to lease the station, transfer station?
You guys don't want to hear the truth on anything. You guys want to rule
There's
the
another.
people
Does he
in
want to
the
lease
county.
another too?
Is what you guys want. You want to charge taxes on whatever you want to.
All three of
You
them.
fellas are, anyway.
No. What does he want to lease? We know.
I don't know if we can do Warfield.
No.
We can do the
don't know.
equipment because, no, the city owns it.
We'd have to declare the equipment surplus property.
No, you just want to lease is what we want to do.
Well, we don't own Warfield.
We don't own the property.
No, we don't own the property. We can't lease something we don't own. We can't introduce them on.
They're in agreement.
Well, they would have to do that through law. We can't, I can tell you, we can lease the city of Warfield's property.
You can lease the city off wrong, the property off wrong, then lease this off us.
Yes.
At a later date.
But we need to know the terms. What do you want? We
No,
know that.
that's whatever.
I'm talking about the terms. The court has to tell us what to put in the lease.
I think we discussed leasing for $1 a year.
Yeah.
Okay, how many years? Like
4
a
years.
contract, 4 years? $1 a year. He pays all utilities. He pays the insurance. We recommend at least $1 million liability coverage.
He's got
It's,
that.
I'm just
all
saying.
repairs.
What now?
All repairs.
And then all repairs. Also, what we would recommend too, we have to put in, we need some hours. What hours is he gonna leave it open so people have
That
access?
would be totally up to him.
And I'm not knocking Tennessee in no form or fashion, I like him and Benita, next to son-in-law sitting right there. But if the county's going to $1 a year for that property that we own, you're just gonna say, give it up.
Well, he has to pay 5% tipping fee too.
Huh?
He has to pay 5%.
He has to pay all utilities, pay all repairs. He has to have $1 million insurance policy on the property.
These people have to have that policy too. If you got any other property somewhere that you just wanna,
It's a lease.
I take it.
And let me tell you what else he'd have to do. He'd have to comply with all state, local, and federal laws and regulations, EPA and everything that'll be in. I think he has to pay $2,500 for a permit from the state, if I'm not mistaken. He would have to do that. And also, I need to know the hours we're gonna put in it.
Do we need to
He's
set a
leasing it. We
minimum
can't tell
hours?
I know, but the public need to.
Well, he would have to post that at the
Yes,
transfer
yes,
station.
that's what I'm saying.
We're asking Victor for minimum hours, so
Minimum,
that
a
people
minimum
can
amount so
take
people can use it.
their household.
Protect the couches.
For not.
Yes.
Exactly.
Not for his, the commercial, but for the Bucky Islands.
Have you talked to me about the hair company?
Not in particular about his set hours.
I'll explain about it.
A minimum, that's what, I think the court needs to know.
I'm leasing 3 days a week.
I don't care, it's up to you. You have to tell us so we can put in the lease. And also, we get, there was a comment about tipping.
It's on the hours, when we had up here with Lynette tonight, he was, then the ordinance said that we'd have to pick up, refrigerator.
Yes, and we're going to amend that because
Okay.
you said it'd be too expensive.
All right, now, he'll have to work on the hours because then the only people that was coming to him was just us haulers, so he wasn't, your
That's
hours
what
won't
we're
be
going
as.
to change it over,
Yeah, he's gonna
have
change it
access,
now.
because you all said you couldn't haul it that way.
Now it'll be a lot different.
Now it'll be open where people bring bulk items in, he can keep it
So
open.
maybe you can agree to let us prepare the lease and then he submit a number of hours later, a minimum amount. How's that? That's your negotiation.
Now, excuse you all make something clear today. I'm
Yes,
just going to
ma'am.
ask this question. So the trailer force is residential
Yes.
and Dempsey and Riverside is commercial? So what you,
Yes.
okay.
Got a motion
But, will you let us know, is he here, maybe he could tell us they want to do his
He's
team?
out of town right now.
Can you let us know, Mike, does he want to do this down? This, or just do, I mean,
Candace, I got one question to ask y'all.
Yes, sir.
All the people that's working at all these, transfer stations, what do y'all think on them things?
I don't know what the court's gonna do.
What do you think they're gonna do?
They'll all be laid off.
I'll be laid off.
Part-time. So what do we need now? Motion?
We need a motion to have Mike meet with Hinkle Blacktopping to determine, does he want one or both Warfield, Inez or Pigeon Roost or both? All the terms have minimum hours. He has to pay the permit fees, I think it's $2,500, plus he pays 5% tipping fee, plus he's responsible for insurance, workman's comp, unemployment, and then all state and federal laws. Yes, I'm just saying, I want to make it clear in the record.
Mike said he does both.
I talked to him today.
Okay.
He does both.
We-
Okay, I got a motion to that effect. Second. All in favor? Me and the FAR ordinance guy, we run into a little issue, with the, ordinance. We talked about putting it, between the fire departments and just putting it all in one pot of money and splitting it out to the fire departments. And it didn't quite get in the ordinance that way. It got in the ordinance like Johnson County. I talked to Johnson County about this, and they had to go back there, each individual tax bill and see where they did. And it is a total nightmare.
Yeah, the sheriff cannot do this, his boys, we put so much on them this year.
So, we wanted amended, like we first stated, that he collects the bar fee, he puts it out in 6 different parts.
That's what we said, but the ordinance didn't specify that, we want to correct it.
Motion to amend it.
Motion.
And what it is, like Inez will get Inez, Coldwater, and Tomahawk, if I'm not mistaken. Turkey will get Turkey, Warfield will get Warfield and Pigeon Roost, because they're actually providing the services. Is that not correct, Jen?
Yes.
We have the fire department here.
Yeah.
Do you want me to read that part?
Yes.
So are you all done with us?
Yeah, we're done.
Thank you all for coming.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Martin County Sheriff shall have the duty of collecting the subscriber fees while collecting all taxes listed on the property tax bill. Upon collection, the Martin County Sheriff has the duty then to distribute the collected fees to the 6 volunteer fire departments. The Martin County Sheriff shall distribute the funds in the following manner. Inez Volunteer Fire Department shall receive 3 portions as it covers the Inez Volunteer Fire Department, the Coldwater Volunteer Fire Department, the Tomahawk Volunteer Fire Department. Warfield Volunteer Fire Department shall receive 2 portions as it covers both the Warfield Volunteer Fire Department and Pigeon Roost Volunteer Fire Department. Turkey Volunteer Fire Department shall receive 1 portion for its district. Yes, that's what it's
A
amended.
motion to amend it.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Yes.
We gave you the summary.
Motion to go into executive session.
What's it pertaining
Lawsuit.
also? Okay.
Second.
All in favor? We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Why is the utility still charging all the fee?
They've got the ordinance in, they'll be taken off. Now, that is an optional thing too. You don't even have to pay that when you send your bill in. But that has been sent to all the carriers, and I don't know how fast they work, but it should be off real soon.
Okay. Can I
But
ask
you don't have to pay it.
Okay, can I ask you something else?
Yep.
When you sold this after hours pool, what did the proceeds from that go to?
To pay all our bills. We was $872,000 in the rears, and we've had another month since then. Oh, sorry. Motion to come out of executive session.
I will check in on the potential lawsuit. I'll report.
Okay, MOA, if you read that. I missed that part when we went in there, didn't I?
Well, no, it wasn't.
Don't let me repeat this.
The memorandum of agreement cited above by and between the Commonwealth of Kentucky Department for Local Government, DLG, and the Martin County Fiscal Court, Kentucky is being amended as follows. Amend the contract to add $28,295 partial 2016 funds for a total of $1,260,802 to allow for project completion. No changes to the scope of work. All other terms and conditions of the MA, Memorandum of Agreement, except as modified above, and by prior amendments, if any, are hereby ratified and confirmed.
Motion.
Motion.
Second. All in favor? Guys, let me go to financials now, but before I forget, as everybody knows, both of our jail vans are dysfunctional. John's been good enough to let us borrow cars, and now the car that we're using is defunct. And they're having a jail board meeting. They have a 2011 van over there, has a VIN number on it. It's got 9,000 miles on it. We have put 5,000 on it. So they're going to take it before the board. Is that next Thursday, Mike?
I think so.
They're going to take it before the board to sell us that vehicle for $19,995. I don't know that even if it was more than that, since it's government agency, we'd have to do it. But I like to have pre-approval, so when Mike goes to the meeting, he can just take up a check and we'll have us a jail vehicle.
What is that value based on? Is that
What did they pay
value
for
of it, or?
Sure.
35,000.
Yes, probably fair market value, what they
Yeah, I'd
said.
say it's a little bit lower than the fair market we've been doing the miles. Motion, second. All in favor? Motion to pay the bills,
Motion.
second.
But there's one other thing, Kelly, if you recall, Lynette and I talked, since we're amending the ordinance, we think the public, we need to run a flyer to list out of the haulers' names and the dates and stuff,
A mailer?
mail her out.
Was you talking about the
Yes,
mailer?
yes, I think that should be appropriate, maybe that reach more people, so they'll know who is the person who's gonna pick up the garbage, what days they're actually gonna do it. We'd ask for approval that night.
We need a motion for that?
Mike will have to give us some.
Can you do something like that with that,
Do we need a motion?
Yes.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor? There's one more renewal notice here that wasn't on your claims list, 8180 for a bond for the deputy coroner. Motion,
Motion.
second.
Second.
Motion to appropriation transfer and government center bills. Motion,
Motion.
second.
Second.
All in favor? Motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second. All in favor? Hey, Don.